What's up, my man and Rebo Warriors? Today I have a game for you featuring two non-franchise focused teams. But why am I bringing it to you? Because both teams are 2-0, and the Falcons are the only team with any wins in the NFC South, which is absolutely crazy. And then it's a little bit of a storyline here since the teams were not accurate last year for the 2024 season. We actually have quarterbacks going against their former teams. Penix Michael Penix Jr. was the starter for New York, but he really got drafted in the first round in an oddly weird fashion by the Falcons. But he now starts for the Falcons going against his old team. And the Giants picked up Desmond Ridder to start over White Vic, which is crazy. So anyway, I wanted to bring this game to you because both teams are 2-0. I think they deserve to get their shine, get their moment. They deserve to get the slow sim, and you guys deserve to see them play. So let's get into it without further ado. Atlanta first, the Giants. Both teams are 2-0.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we've got the Giants' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Giants and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. The 4 touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard.
On play action, here's Ridder. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll set up a throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Option play, here's Robinson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, didn't go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Got a man, it's London. Now we'll pause for an injured player, and that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Going play action, Ritter.
Pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Harris running straight ahead. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
On the give, this is Harris. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 23 carries, 117 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Working from the gun, Ritter. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Falcon defense.
And they come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Ritter from the gun. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Ritter with it after the play fake. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field, Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They run the draw here with Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Giant defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ritter. He's got Allen. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Bootlegging out here. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's swung out wide to Harris. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Ritter to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw, Ritter. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks, don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll throw now on the final play. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second down and 3. They'll look to throw again. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. But backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On play action, here's Ritter. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Robinson on a give right side. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd and 5. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Allen's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard.
At the 38-yard line.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Here's Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Ritter now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Going play action, Ritter. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 36-yard line.
Here's Ritter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up nor practiced it because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Ritter. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ritter now on 2nd down. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Ritter with it after the play fake. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This is 1st and 10.
Ritter. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Ritter wants to throw it.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That is caught, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now Ritter gets this to Bellinger.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's caught by Johnson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
2nd and 6 coming up. To the air again, it's Ritter. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.